Welcome back to the SA Sports Show, and recapping this week's sport, probably the biggest story to come out has been the controversy surrounding the Clipsal 500. After we received a lesson in how volatile Adelaide weather can be, the final placings were awarded in the chaos after only 42 laps. Many fans and drivers were left shaking their head after the controversial 140-litre fuel drop minimum, which robbed some of the star drivers at their chance at the podium. Nevertheless, the chaos did bore a new hero as the local man driving for Holden, Percat, was crowned the winner. He won a 4-lap sprint to the line as the fuel rule forced out the leading drivers, giving the Lucas Dumbrell racing team their very first win. Even Percat seemed confused about the rulings, and he was quoted saying, "This is unbelievable. I came to the last corner and was just thinking, what's going on here?" Pole sitter Fabian Coulthard must have been thinking along the same lines after being stripped of second place and relegated back to 14th. He received a 30-second penalty after failing to take on fuel. He said, "I don't get it. Those conditions were treacherous and I'm not sure what has happened with the rulings. I'm not sure who has finished where and why." Indeed, if the drivers are confused, it seems the rules might need a bit of a review. Controversy has also cornered tennis superstar Maria Sharapova after she tested positive to the banned substance a few months ago while she was here in Australia for the Australian Open. Sharapova has taken full responsibility after being found to test positive to the endurance-boosting meldonium. She faces a 2-year ban, which very realistically could end her amazing career. She also has to forfeit the $400,000 she made in the Australian Open and has been dropped by a major sponsor, Nike. In footy, Port will be looking to continue improvement into their first round after facing Richmond last Thursday in the pre-season match. And the Crows will be looking to take on North Melbourne at Etihad on Saturday night. Congratulations has to be given to the Aussie girls, the Matildas, after winning their way through to the Rio Olympic Games. They maintained their perfect record in the Asian qualifying campaign. This ends a 12-year drought for the Olympic Games in Australia, and it gives us a chance at revenge against North Korea, who's actually eliminated the Matildas from Olympic contention for the last 2 Olympic Games. South Australian racing is about to enter its most exciting period, with the Cup set to run on Monday, followed by the first race of the season for Oakbank that Sunday. There is a huge field of 25 noms for the Cup, with a massive 14 of those to be interstate raiders. However, we do have some very strong local contenders. Heading up our best chances may be Jim's Journey from the Peter Blanche stable and Tunes, who comes from Murray Bridge for Grant Young. Everyone should get to the track on Monday and cheer on our local horses, as a Victorian horse took it out last year. Now, I know that you'll be at the track. You love the Adelaide Cup.
I love the Adelaide Cup. I love horse racing, as you know, Lib. But I tell you right now, Jim's Journey is the best, you're right, of our local stayers. But if anyone gets within lengths of Darren Weir's couple, Sign Off and Real Love, well, the Sign Off was super impressive.
The Sign Off was immaculate, and Weir is just on fire at the moment. The amount of country cups and normal cups he's claimed all around Australia in the past month. I might know the past 3 months. I think somebody said something like 18 cups.
It's amazing. This guy, and you know Darren Weir, he's on fire.
Not going to get very good odds then, are you?
No, you're not. In fact, I think if you quinella those two, you'll probably end up with odds of less than 350. So you're not going to make a fortune, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
I'm 100 to 1 shot, won the Melbourne Cup. You never know.
There you go. Perfect example.
All right, you do never know. We've talked about Sharapova, of course. I was thinking this as I was listening to Libby on the news. Sharapova caught at the Australian Open.
Yes.
One of the biggest names, if not the biggest female tennis player at the moment.
Yes.
Cyclist, the biggest name in cycling was Lance Armstrong. Caught here, tour down under.
Yep.
So I think you better not come to Australia if you're doing something untoward, trying to use performance-enhancing drugs.
No, that's a fair comment too, fair comment. But I tell you what though, that aside, I think we've been blessed in this country with sporting stars over the years.
I agree.
And I really get excited about the month of March. We all do. They call it Mad March, but it's Marvellous March.
All right, Marvellous March. The V8's Clipsal 500, crowd down 22,000. Why?
Well, let me tell you why. This is probably theory, right? Conor McGregor fought Nat Diaz in a UFC fight on Sunday. I think coupled with super hot weather and the big fight that was on, I went down to my local, the Arca Bar.
So did I.
And it was absolutely... Was it packed?
I went to the Marion. Marion pub. It's just our local. We go down there for dinner every night. It was packed out. I've never seen...
Well, there would have been 300...
that many people at
There
Marion.
would have been 300 at the Arca Bar, but there was... times that by 50 or 60 hotels, you've got 10, 15,000 people, well, 18,000 really. And then, don't forget, you can watch it at home.
Yep.
So there was a lot of excitement about that UFC fight.
Do you like it? Do you like UFC?
I love it. You don't like it, do you?
Well, Let's go to the Coliseum.
Well,
Thumbs down, feed them to the Lions. I mean, we're back with the Gladiators, there's no doubt, but there is an emotive component about it. I mean, it's mono to mono, depending on no other way of doing it. You're in a cage. Does it bring out our animal instincts? I mean, to say that we like it, what does it stir inside you to watch something as brutal as that?
Well, look, I don't know, but I'm not the only one because...
No, that's what I'm saying.
No.
We'd rather
Getting
watch
back
that
to
than go to
animal
V8.
instincts.
Well, we are, but don't forget, remember last year we were talking on this very show about Ronda Rousey and up against Holly. We had 50,000 people at the Etihad Stadium, more than we saw at a test cricket match, to see two women fight, and you pay $150. Like, it's the fastest growing sport in the world.
All right, on the back of that, V8s aren't going to be V8s
No,
next
they're
year.
not.
Is that going to impact on the crowd?
Maybe.
Do we go because we like the big grunt of the V8s?
I think we do.
Do we need to change it?
The feel of it. You can feel those sorts of
Well,
cars.
see, the V8's still going to be there, but there's going to be other engine classifications that obviously V8 isn't the appropriate description, but it's a bit of a shame.
All right. I want to know, for the people that viewed the show, we've talked about Adelaide Oval. Should administrators get their name at Adelaide Oval? Drones at the Port Adelaide. Are we getting too many gadgets, not concentrating enough on the skills of the game? Is Sharapova's career over? Is it going to be 2 years or 4 years? I think at 29, she's probably done.
She has had a lot of injuries as well, and she's also courted the idea of retirement, so it will end her, I think.
All right, before we finish, get on our Facebook page, SA Sports Show. If you've got an opinion, we'd like to hear it. If there's someone you would like on the show, send us a message and we'll get them on.
Well, Facebook, is that I swipe left or I swipe right? Is it?
No.
You need to get off the app. It's okay. You've
Probably
had too much
Tinder.
of that.
So you told me, because otherwise I wouldn't have known.
I was just trying to understand. Some of the comments I was getting on that weren't great. Okay, Facebook.
Based on your picture.
I've got you.
Quick one, Crows and Power, season not too far away. How do you reckon they're tracking?
Well, Port Adelaide, a bit of a mixed pre-season really. Crows, a little bit to like about it. I think they seem to be better positioned. But the thing you've got to keep in mind, Crows have got a tough draw. The Power, even if they're not playing their best football early, have got a soft draw. So, you know what, I think it's tracking the way we thought it might. We always want them to play better.
Do you subscribe to this theory? If you win, say nothing. If you lose, say less. Right now, Power are pumping it up, saying the Crows hadn't heard a thing. In fact, there was criticism of the Crows for being too quiet.
Power being the Conor McGregor of football. They're pumping it all up, but they may be humble in defeat.
Do you think? I mean, your point's valid. The Power do have a better draw than the Crows.
Yes.
Which way is it going to be at the halfway mark?
I tell you what, if Port Adelaide are below the Crows at the halfway mark, I don't think Crows are going to be anywhere special, and I reckon there's going to be a few worried people at the Power.
All right, Libby, Poppy, viewers, thanks for joining us. Hope you can join us again soon.
Don't forget Facebook.
Get on to Facebook, SA Power Sports Show. If there's something you would like to give an opinion about. That's it for us. Catch you soon.